The book of Nehemiah tells an inspiring story from the Old Testament. It was once combined with the book of Ezra, but they are now separate books. This book sits within the Hebrew Bible's historical narrative, following the Babylonian exile. The book of Nehemiah focuses on the account of Nehemiah, a Jewish man who served the Persian king Artaxerxes I. This book details his mission to rebuild the walls of Jerusalem, his leadership in the face of opposition, and his commitment to restoring the city and its people. In the book, Nehemiah emerges as a man of deep faith, courage, and unwavering dedication to his people and his God. He led the Israelites in a remarkable feat of construction, fortifying Jerusalem and symbolizing the restoration of their identity. Nehemiah's story is a testament to the power of faith, the importance of resilience, and the possibility of renewal even in the face of adversity. Nehemiah was in a position of influence as the cupbearer to the Persian king, Artaxerxes I. This role placed him in close proximity to power. One day, while serving the king, Nehemiah received devastating news from his brother Hanani, who had come from Judah. Hanani informed him of the dire state of Jerusalem. Its walls were broken down, and its gates were burned. This news filled Nehemiah with immense sadness. He wept, mourned, fasted, and prayed to God for days. Nehemiah confessed the sins of his people and pleaded for God's favor in restoring Jerusalem. Recognizing the urgency of the situation, Nehemiah decided to act. He requested permission from the king to return to Jerusalem and rebuild the city. The king, touched by Nehemiah's concern and recognizing his loyalty, granted his request and provided him with safe passage and resources. The king also appointed Nehemiah as governor of Judah, signifying his authority and support for the mission. With a heart full of purpose, Nehemiah embarked on his journey to Jerusalem. He carried with him the king's blessing, the support of his people, and an unwavering faith in God's guidance. Upon arriving in Jerusalem, Nehemiah wasted no time in commencing the work. He inspected the ruined walls and rallied the people to join him in the task of rebuilding. Nehemiah's leadership was instrumental in inspiring the Israelites to overcome their initial hesitation and fear. The people, recognizing the importance of the task at hand, responded with enthusiasm. They divided themselves into groups, each taking responsibility for a section of the wall. Nehemiah's organizational skills were evident in how he allocated tasks and resources, ensuring efficiency and progress. Section 5. Opposition and threats. The rebuilding effort did not go unchallenged. Nehemiah and his people faced fierce opposition from neighboring governors who felt threatened by the prospect of a fortified Jerusalem. Sanballat the Horonite, Tobiah the Ammonite, and Geshem the Arab mocked and ridiculed the Jews, attempting to discourage them and halt their progress. These adversaries resorted to various tactics to sabotage the rebuilding, including threats of violence, false rumors, and attempts to lure Nehemiah into traps. However, Nehemiah remained undeterred, placing his trust in God's protection and encouraging his people to do the same. Section 6. Nehemiah's reforms. While overseeing the wall's reconstruction, Nehemiah also addressed social injustices within the community. He was deeply troubled by the plight of the poor who had been forced to mortgage their lands and even sell their children into slavery to survive. Nehemiah condemned the exploitation of the poor by the wealthy. He called for the cancellation of debts and the return of mortgaged property. He himself set an example by refusing to take his rightful governor's share of food and money, choosing instead to support the poor from his own resources. Section 7. Dedication of the wall. Despite the many obstacles, the wall was finally completed in a remarkable 52 days. This achievement was a testament to the dedication and hard work of Nehemiah and the Israelites, and it stood as a visible symbol of God's protection and blessing. To commemorate this momentous occasion, a grand dedication ceremony was held. The Levites, appointed as priests, led the people in processions, offering sacrifices, singing praises to God, and expressing their gratitude for His faithfulness. The The dedication of the wall marked a turning point in the restoration of Jerusalem. Section 8. Legacy of Nehemiah. Nehemiah's legacy extends far beyond the physical rebuilding of Jerusalem's walls. His story highlights the importance of leadership rooted in faith, integrity, and a deep concern for the well-being of the community. Nehemiah's unwavering commitment to God's law and his determination to see it upheld served as an example for generations to come. His reforms addressed social injustices, promoted unity, and paved the way for spiritual renewal among the Israelites. Nehemiah's life and work demonstrated that true leadership involves not only physical restoration, but also the moral and spiritual transformation of a people. Section 9. Conclusion. A testament to faith and perseverance. The book of Nehemiah stands as a testament to the power of faith and perseverance in the face of adversity. Nehemiah's story reminds us that even when faced with seemingly insurmountable challenges, with God's help, we can overcome obstacles, rebuild broken walls, and experience restoration and renewal. His example continues to inspire people of faith to be agents of change, to stand up for what is right, and to work tirelessly for the betterment of their communities and the world around them.